Today we're going to be looking at a question about whether people are buying books by authors that they know and love as an auto buy kind of thing this summer, or are they still willing to try someone new? Hi guys. I recently saw on the news here in Italy that they'd done a kind of survey and they discovered that people were tending to buy books by well-known authors that they trusted during the summer, based on the idea of they know what they're going to get. They know they're going to like it because these authors are people that they generally enjoy. They're not disappointed by the books, and so they've been going more towards those kind of authors. Now, this got me thinking, and I was like, okay, so this is just a survey of, I don't know, however much of the population it was. It was on the national news, so if that gives you a better idea. But then I was like, okay, let's ask Twitter, because that's what I do. So I asked Twitter, and turns out that my Twitter peeps don't agree. They don't think that they are buying more books by authors that they know a lot of. Bearing in mind that this would have to be authors that write a lot of books, I would assume, because you would have to have read a certain number of books by the author to know that you're going to like the books by the author, and the author would therefore have to be also putting out new books so that you can buy them. So there's also that to consider here. Now, I do have several how to buy authors on my list. Whenever I come across a book, for example, by Sophie Kinsella, I know I'm going to enjoy it. You know, it might not necessarily be a 5-star, but chances are it's going to be a 4-star at least. Because I really like her work. I've read a lot of her books. One of my favourite books is 20s Girl, which is one that I picked up because it was by her, and I knew that I loved the whole Shopaholic series. I also love some of her other standalones, like Do You Remember Me and things like that, so I knew I was going to get it, and it's turned out to be one of my favourite books. So we have people like her, author Ethan Kross for thrillers and things. Absolutely love his Shepherd series, and so if I'm going to come across a thriller by him, then chances are I'm going to pick it up. Same thing for Dean Koontz. So I have a lot of his books. I've enjoyed them for years. I think I was still in school when I read my first Dean Koontz book, which was Fear Nothing. And then from there I loved that, and so I picked up some more. And I generally, like I said, they might not all be 5-star reads, but I can guarantee that I'm not going to go under a 3-star for sure reading their work. And chances are it's going to be a 4 or a 5, because that's generally what their books are for me. So I do have authors like that should I see a book by them, then yeah, I'm going to get it. But at the same time, I'm a bit of a mood reader anyway, and I have a lot of books on my Kindle, which I amassed through review copies, NetGalley, and the Amazon Free Days and things as well. I've got some amazing books through the Amazon Free Days recently. And so my Kindle is packed full of books to read, so I just kind of go with whatever my mood is, and I tend to read those. I know what books I like. I know that I like rom-coms. I know that I like thrillers, suspense. General, the crime mystery genre is one that really does appeal to me. So if I that's the sort of books that I'm going to go for. I also quite like historical fiction, and so should I come across a good one or a good looking one of those, particularly if it's connected with the world wars, I tend to find I enjoy them, or some Renaissance stuff and things as well. But yeah, so I know my tastes anyway, so I will try new things. Occasionally I read fantasy or science fiction or something just to keep things interesting and mix things up. But I don't have a set thing, and I'm not necessarily going to go for a book by one of the more well-known authors over one that is, you know, a debut author. I'm just going to go by what my mood is and things. And going by Twitter, I'd say that is the general consensus there as well. So I don't know what demographic the Italian news channel was going. If it's something that is just an Italy thing, because it could be, as well. Obviously, for the survey they did, it was the Italian population that they were questioning. So that's the trend that they discovered here. I'd be interesting to see if other countries doing the same question in a survey gave the same results, or if some countries are more likely to have people go towards their comfort authors as opposed to try someone new, or if there are countries where they're all looking for something new. Definitely, I think for this year and last year, with the whole COVID thing, quarantine and everything like that, a lot of people, their reading habits and tastes changed. Supposedly, going by certain polls and things, more people are reading romance and light-hearted kind of books. Dystopian has had a bit of a decline. I think basically because people want to escape from what's happening in the real world. But I don't know. But then I've done a video which you can check out here, which I did last year, which was about reading habits during quarantine and things. And I got results there as well. Lots of people were still reading the same genres and things that they were reading before COVID happened and everything. So I definitely think it's subjective. I would love to know what you guys think about this. Are you reading more comfort authors where you know what you're going to get going into it? Or are you experimenting with new debuted authors and everything? Have you come across an author this year which you have discovered this year and you were totally blown away by and have now added them to your out to buy list for authors? Because I would love to know what names come up for that as well, and what books that you've been reading. So join in the conversation down in the comments below. I hope you've liked this video. If you have and found it interesting, then please give it a like, and don't forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on new uploads. Anyway, that's it for today. I look forward to hearing what your thoughts are on this argument. And also let me know where you're from as well when you're commenting on this as well, just so we can see a screenshot of the different countries and maybe the different trends that there are in the different countries as well. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.